Hey y'all, welcome to another speed build. Today we are working on this teeny tiny apartment from the eco lifestyle world. Can't remember the name of the world right now, it's escaping me, but the one that came from eco lifestyle. Anyway, I think this is either the smallest or one of the smallest apartments in the game, which is perfect because I was just in the mood to do something small today, something a little cozy, and I think it turned out really nice, so hopefully you guys like it too. Anyway, it is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home for a young mother and her baby. She's a new mom, like this is her first kid. That was kind of the inspiration or the storyline behind this build. So there's 2 bedrooms, like I said. One of them is a nursery, but it used to be an office or something, so it's kind of tiny, but it was converted into a nursery when the baby came along. And yeah, what else? Oh, we're working here first on the kitchen. It is kind of quirky. Just in that it's a little small, and also it's right by the front door, so you walk right into the kitchen when you come into the apartment, and that might be like a little quirky as far as like apartments that I've been to and homes that I've been to. This isn't like a regular thing, at least where I am living. But Evelyn, the YouTuber who does amazing Sims builds, by no means does she need a shout out from me and my small channel, but if you don't know, she has an amazing build channel. I highly recommend checking her out. Anyway, she like almost always makes the entryway the kitchen, and I don't know, she does it all the time, so I'm allowed to do it too, basically. Evelyn does it, so it's allowed. Yeah, but when I say the door leads right into the kitchen, I mean like it leads right into the kitchen. Like you walk through the front door and you're like immediately hit with a countertop, which is actually one of the reasons that I went with these particular counters. They're from Dream Home Decorator. I chose them because the corner pieces kind of lead into the wall like at a diagonal rather than at a right angle. So when you walk in the door and there's immediately a counter in front of you, there's kind of more of a flow and it's less jarring. At least that's the way it looked to me. So hopefully you guys like that too. And don't worry, your Sims have no problem getting through here. I've play tested everything. I did not, however, make my Sim like have a baby. That just seemed like too much work, but I'm sure the bassinet works fine. If it doesn't, you know, my bad, but I'm like 100% sure that it's gonna work because there's nothing in the way. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic. You may have noticed I switched the swatch of the counters, and I also changed the swatch of the tile for the kitchen. They're the same counters and the same tile. It's just that I found that the color scheme that I went for initially is one that I've been doing a lot lately. So I just sort of caught myself in that, and I was like, no, you should probably switch it up so that this apartment doesn't end up looking like every other apartment that you've ever done. And I actually am pretty glad that I did that. The wood tone that I chose is a bit more orangey than I usually go for, and I tried to bring it like into the living/dining room, which we're working on right now. And I feel like it kind of like, it made it fresh and new and different. This is like not a color scheme that I usually go for, but I think it turned out pretty good. Anyway, I also added a little office space in this area because, as I said before, I imagined that the office this Sim used to have was taken over by the baby, and so I just added a teeny tiny little desk space behind the sofa. Also, I feel like we have to talk about this whole EA Play thing going on. If you didn't know, there is a pajama set that just came out in The Sims 4. Everyone thought, because it was leaked, so everyone thought that it was just going to be an SDX drops available to everyone in the base game, and everyone was getting really excited to have like some new pajamas. But then when it came out, it turns out you only have access to them if you are subscribed to EA Play, which, as far as I understand it, is just a subscription to EA in general, which has like tons of other games, and I don't know, you probably get access to some other games or something. I'm not like super knowledgeable about EA Play because, to be honest, the only game that EA has that I'm interested even remotely in is The Sims 4. Like, everything, and the other Sims games, I guess, but everything else just doesn't appeal to me. Like, my fiance really loves the Star Wars Old Republic game, but then other than that, everything else is like I have no interest in it. So there's no universe where I would ever get EA Play. That's why I'm not very knowledgeable on it. But people are kind of upset because this is like one of the first things that has come out for The Sims 4 that's behind a subscription paywall. Like, obviously all of the expansion packs and stuff you have to pay for, but this one is like a subscription, and people really, really, really don't want to see a subscription model for The Sims 5 or for The Sims 4 or whatever it is they're planning, but people are definitely worried that it's going in that direction. And like, as far as my opinion on the whole thing, I'm not too worried about it because it's just one pajama set, but it does feel icky to me. Like, it definitely feels icky, and I really could not justify buying a subscription for The Sims. Like, I just can't imagine, like, even if it was just like $10 a month, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't buy it because it's just like, over all the months that you play The Sims, I feel like you'd end up spending way more money, and it's just like icky to me. I don't love it, and it kind of like makes it sort of exclusive. Like, you know how the base game is free now, and it's kind of nice that everyone has access to it. Like, anyone who wants to play The Sims 4 and has a computer can. They don't have to worry about like the financial side of it anymore because it's free, and that's sort of like helped the community, and it's good vibes in my opinion. I just feel like this is going so far in the other direction. And again, I don't want to overreact. I don't want to like make something of nothing, but I do find it a little icky, and I really hope they don't do this again. Like, for all we know, it could have been like the EA company itself sort of pressuring the Sims team to make something to incentivize people to buy their subscription. And like, maybe the Sims team really had no choice. I don't know, but my opinion on it is it's gross and I don't like it. Anyway, that's my little rant. I finished the nursery while I was talking, and I think it is so, so cozy. I first went in with like a very, very neutral wallpaper, and then a neutral changing table, or makeshift changing table that I made by combining, you know, the little bench and the dresser. It's a very old trick. A bunch of people have done it. Anyway. Getting off topic. It was very, very neutral colored, but I went ahead and switched the wallpaper to this really bright floral one from the Pastel Pop Kit, and it's definitely the most colorful part of the whole apartment, but I really, really loved that. That is like one of my favorite nurseries that I've made in a long time, even though it's really tiny. And yeah, then just a simple bathroom, and now we are working on the mother's bedroom. Again, a lot of those orange wood tones, and we are coming to the end of this video already. It's kind of a quick one, so I'll just say, if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. I post speed builds and apartment renovations in The Sims 4. Also, if you like this video, feel free to leave a like and look for this build on the gallery using the hashtag AliciaSims. It's up there already, so thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and leave any suggestions for anything you want to see later. Okay, thanks, bye!